Today is January 19th, 2025. My name is Charles Suter, and today I'm presenting, I'll call part two of what I presented earlier, how to succeed. This title is called How to Be 100% Successful, which is I consider to be the advanced course. Now, my main message, if you want to be successful, then you have to remain non-attached to the results. Focus on the inputs, build your confidence, do your best work, you'll be successful. There's an important distinction between the words success and successful. To most people, the words mean the same. Success means getting the outcome you wanted. You improve your chances of success by defining SMART goals, which are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely, and also developing a true aim, AIM, by focusing on action, information, and motivation to get results. The concept of working towards a goal and being successful is different than gaining success. It's possible for you to pursue a goal and be successful in doing your part, and yet not succeed in getting the outcome you desired. Success is measured by external standards, whereas successful is measured by internal standards. However, you can claim to be successful if you made a valiant attempt, even though the final income ended up less than you desired. The concept of being successful comes from shifting your focus from outcomes to inputs. If you measure success by interior criteria, you can be successful 100% of the time, following a very simple evaluation rule. Successful means inputs plus best efforts. So focus your attention and action solely on what you can control and not on what you can't do and control. Focus on providing as many of the inputs required to gain your desired outcome, and let the results take care of themselves. If you fall short of the mark, then use what you learn to decide what to do next. If you place your ego on the line based on just the final outcome, an outcome you don't fully control, you may be setting yourself up for disappointment. Your goal could be smart, but your measure of success could be psychologically impractical. Whenever success depends on factors not fully under your control. However, a psychologically useful measure of success is whether you did your best and completed all the inputs under your control. So if you were successful, then it means you did your best, and the outcome may not have been successful, but you were successful. Proposition 1. Become detached from the outcome. This is called non-detachment to results. Challenging goals are never fully under anyone's, let alone your control, so the outcomes are uncertain. Focus your intention and actions on what you can control, your inputs with your best efforts. Scrupulously work to provide all the inputs you can control and that are required by your goal. Too many people focus on the goal itself to measure success. However, if you do your part, providing the right inputs, then you can claim to be successful because you completed all the inputs under your control. Controlling what you can control is the fundamental requirement of being successful, regardless of the outcome. If the final outcome doesn't meet your expectations, then the reason is contributed to luck, wherein some of the uncontrollable elements turned out to be unfavorable. Success comes from satisfying all the prerequisite conditions necessary for a desired outcome. Successful comes from controlling just those inputs that you could control. The difference between success and successful is luck in how the uncontrollable factors turn out. So, to become successful, focus your efforts on those inputs that you can control and that are required of your goal. Proposition 2. Do your best and accept the outcome you get. This is where you become input focused. When you do your best, Take pride in that, even if the results are lacking. Learn from your results and then take the next right step. There are no failures, just results to learn from, so don't be hard on yourself. Even if you focused your intentions on completing all the variables or inputs you can control, you may still fail if you don't perform at your best. In other words, trying may not be good enough. You have to try at your best. Focusing and acting might not be sufficient if you don't perform at your best self. You must do the right things and do them in the right way by providing the inputs required for your goal to get the desired outcome. You cannot expect to get decent results if you're half-hearted in your work ethics. Do what must be done or required for each input. In fact, each input might be considered a mini goal, in effect. If you can control a variable or input, then use your intrinsic motivation to propel you to do your best as required to realize each input. So to become successful, you must do your best so that you get the best results. Proposition 3. Develop a belief in yourself as you do your best. It's going to give you self-confidence. Now, self-confidence leads to commitment, and again, it reinforces your motive to do your best work and to be persistent. Self-confidence also leads to boldness, and of course, we know boldness has magic. People respect boldness. Many doors open because you were just simply bold. You are successful if you do your best and provide all the input you can control. So again, a useful way to proceed in life is with boldness, taking a chance that you have control over the most important success factors, which are the inputs. Your best might not be good enough to realize an aspiration, but it is acceptable to take a chance anyway. Success in life is a numbers game. The more often you attempt anything, the more often you will succeed. The more home runs you hit in your lifetime will depend upon how many times you put yourself in a position to bat. The more times you bat, the more times you have a chance to hit a home run, and of course, a chance to strike out. You must be prepared to try, do your best, and accept the times when you strike out as part of the price of success. So every time you swing, you're successful. Every time you hit the ball, you are a success. Every time you strike out doesn't make you a loser, but in fact, a player. So to be successful, you must be bold enough to take a chance. Now, my final message is that whatever happens, win, lose, or draw, accept it and pretend it was exactly what you wanted to happen. There's only one time when you fail to achieve a goal, and that's when you don't try or try without doing your best. Success depends upon not just on action, but also on doing your best. Every time you strive for success and you do your best, you're a winner. Losers are those who are too fearful to do anything. If you place your ego on the line based upon just the final outcome, an outcome you don't fully control, you are setting yourself up for disappointment. So the only psychologically useful measure of being successful is if you did your part with your best effort. So the key question to ask yourself, did I fully prepare and perform at my best, focused on the inputs I could control? If so, you were successful, regardless of the outcome. That's all for now. Remember to stay positive. You'll be happier, healthier, and live longer.